Hey guys, it's Mistress Nightmare here. Today we'll be reading Falling in Love with Slenderman Chapter 6. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. Sage, give me a chance to explain. I know you saw what we did, and you can't tell anyone. If you do, well, I guess you'll find out exactly we'll do to you in return. You can't let this get out. It's more dangerous than anything you should imagine. Your life would be in tiny pieces to pay to keep it between us. After all, what was that quote again? Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Remember that? Ellie. Sage asked herself, who was that? The handwriting appeared to be male, but the name, the signature, it would be begging to differ. That was another boy. So it was Ellen, her best friend, or her worst enemy. Sage had seen. The letter wasn't dated, so she had no idea. It could have been from 3 years ago, or 3 days ago. Something, or somehow, Sage thought, more recent. She had a sinking feeling that this played to a part of how she ended up here. She sighed and shoved the lined paper back into the diary. She was so frustrated not knowing anything. She'd seen movies about tragic things like this. Someone lost their memories and had to deal with the conflict of regaining them. But more had ever started off as a mysterious stranger holding them captive. A loud boom was sound ringing through the air. The bed that she sat upon below her. She quickly reached for a coat that she got in from Ash and shoved the journal into her pocket. Just as she did, her door banged open. We have to go, Ash said flatly. What's going on? He shook his head. Nothing. Or at least it wouldn't be anything if you get moving. We can't stay here. Sage gave him an incredulous look. Where are we going? He ignored her questions and looked at her as he studied her fully dressed body and slowly pinned up hair. I thought you were going to sleep. He paused, pursed his lip. She stuck out her chin stubbornly. I couldn't fall asleep, she told him simply. It didn't appear that he believed her. Sage didn't care. Ash swiftly walked over to her and grabbed her wrist. I don't have time for this. We have to leave. Now. Sage's fingers gripped the coat as he roughly pulled her to the door, as she almost had to leave it behind. Then her only clue of her past would be lost forever. Another thunderous boom could be heard. She cringed. Were they being attacked? This way, called loud and clear. The voices. It sounded like it was coming from a fight. Upstairs, to the left. Ash tugged her to the right. Is there even an exit? She demanded. Shush! Definitely this way, another man from the staircase called, the sound growing closer. Ash stopped directly in front of a large wall and stepped out of the chambers, blocking it. His eyes snapped shut. What the hell are you doing? Sage shrieked, forgetting to keep her voice down. Come on, I can hear voices, the guy yelled again, this time coming from the hallway. Ash! His eyes flickered just to open and glared at her. She fell silent. The moment a door appeared before her eyes. How did you do that? She stuttered. Ash simply shrugged and pulled her through the entryway. She turned back and entered the corridor and saw two men had been yelling, but he could have been much older than Sage herself. He had tan skin, stained against his muscle shirt. His arms, his hair were bleach blonde. Sweat thick down his face. His eyes widened. He noticed her unwavering stare. Someone's with him, he called. Just another man stopped beside him, taller. It could have been a brother, except he looked different from the skin tone. A newcomer? It was Bliss with a blonde hair, but his skin nearly patchy as sage, making him look washed out. He was about to speak, but the opening of the cave shut abruptly, and he was cut off, preventing Sage from listening to them. She hoped that they would reveal who they were and what they wanted with Ash. Move faster, Ash hissed, his grip tightening on her. She didn't ask. As they ran through the winding tunnels,